So, I want to talk about something. I want to talk about the holiness of God. The holiness of God. So, um, you know how in Genesis, God created us first. He created Adam, he created Eve in his own image, the image of God. That's how he created us, in his own image. And then after the eating of the fruit, that's when God now said, now they are like us. Ooh. So he created us in his own image first. That was God's intention, to create us in his own image. And then after the eating of the fruit, now we are like them. God, we are like that. Whew. Now this takes me back to God creating us in his own image and not giving us the knowledge of good and evil. If we're just being honest with ourselves, the knowledge of good and evil is a burden that we carry as human beings. Because if you're gonna know anything, if you're gonna know good and evil, you're not innocent anymore. And when you take a look at the source of pain, most of it comes from knowing something. It comes from maybe knowing something good or knowing something bad. That's where the source of pain can come from. Like, for instance, if you know that there's a better way to treat someone, and then people don't treat you that better way, they treat you the other way. You've got this knowledge, you know what's good, you know what's bad. So when people treat you bad, that's gonna hurt you. That's really gonna hurt you. Why? Because you know there's something else. Now do you see what's the source of pain? The source of pain is knowing. The source of pain is the fact that you know something. So God not giving us the knowledge of good and evil, some people might look at it like, oh, why didn't God want... Listen, I'm one of the people who are okay with not knowing. I'm okay with not knowing. I'm okay with not knowing, because I put my whole faith and trust in God. So if God feels that I don't need to know some stuff, I don't need to know this, I'm okay with that, because I've seen with myself what happens when you trust God blindly. Oh, God is so amazing. God is so amazing. So I really like this topic of Genesis and the knowledge of good and evil and God creating us. And my opinion in this is that God loves us so much. God loves us so much that he just wanted to create us to be innocent. Whew. He wanted us to be truly innocent and so pure, in his image. In his image, there wouldn't be judgments. We wouldn't be feeling like there are ugly people, there are beautiful people, there are pretty. We wouldn't be feeling like that. We would just be. And I think that's the real freedom. That's the real freedom. Because you are created to be a being that's made in an image of God, and that's all you're gonna be. And a beautiful being made in the image of God. That's freedom. There's freedom. There's no expectations. There's no what. There's no There's none of that. It's just you and being a human being, pure and innocent in the image of God. Oh my God. Eve, why did you do that? Why did you take away from us this gift that God wanted to give us? Why? Why? Adam, how could you let your woman to control you, bruh? How could you let your woman to talk you out of what God told you not to do? Whew. I'm thinking about how beautiful it would be if we didn't have this knowledge about good and evil, if we were just. Look at some animals. They are just. Look at an eagle. Look at birds. Look at dolphins. They are just. They are just living their lives. So, yeah, Adam and Eve, they took away from us something so beautiful. They took away from us something so beautiful.